Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Paul and Shadow, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Shadow's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with him, and also the training equipment that we're using. Paul is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we provide is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. And Shadow's been fitted with his own personal training collar, which we will show you the proper way to put that on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Shadow is sitting very nicely on Paul's left-hand side, and that's where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Paul and Shadow are going to take off doing that now, and the command that you're going to give is Shadow heel, and you're going to start walking, and Shadow should then fall in line heeling appropriately on your left-hand side. This means he should be keeping pace with you, and he should not be lagging behind on that leash, nor lunging ahead and pulling on that leash. We've also gone ahead and incorporated an automatic sit into the heeling exercise, which you just saw right there. So anytime that you're out walking with Shadow and you stop, he should sit nicely right there at your left heel position. You'll see those automatic sits throughout the video as well. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command. We'll let them get in line for that. There you go. So you're going to use the open flat of your left palm in front of his muzzle and the one-word command to stay, and you're going to walk out to the end of the training leash. Shadow should remain seated in this position and he should not break. This is a great command to practice very often at home to help build up the ability to sit and stay for longer periods of time. You're going to start at about 30 seconds, and with his success, you're going to increase your intervals, working up to a total of 3 minutes for your long sit-stay. When Paul returns back, he's going to be sure to walk all the way around behind in a counterclockwise motion, returning so that Shadow is directly on his left-hand side once again. Giving kisses. And you see Paul will give him lots of physical praise there and verbal praise and tell him he's doing a good job. It's very important to keep him motivated and make this fun for him. So you do that by using positive reinforcement, whether you're verbally praising him or petting him. Going to demonstrate that stay for you again.
Stay.
Open flat of your left palm in front of his muzzle, the command to stay out to the end of the leash. Now Paul gives him a moment to hold that, and then they're going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. And for this command, you're going to call Shadow in using his name, where he should get up and come in and sit directly in front of you. Good boy. Now we have an exercise called the finish, where he returns to heel position by heeling around the right side of you, behind you, returning to your left-hand side, sitting nicely. Good boy. And they'll do that again for you.
Stay.
Sit, stay, out to the end of the leash. Give him a moment to hold it. And then call him in using his name in a happy tone, where he should get up and come right in front and sit. Good boy, Shadow. He loves his scratches. And then around the back. There we go. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Now when Shadow comes home, you want to make sure that you're practicing your commands with him, both indoors as well as outdoors, to generalize in both environments. And at first, it's a good idea to pick an area that's distraction-free. And when you start getting a better feel of working him through his commands, you can start to incorporate some distractions into your training session. The next command that they're going to demonstrate for you is the first of our down commands, and it's down from a heel position. Again, use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground in the one-word command to down. Then give the stay command and walk out to the end of your leash. And with the down stay, of course, he should remain laying down and should not break. And again, practice this command frequently as well to help build up that ability to down stay for longer periods of time. And start at 30 seconds with this one as well. And over time, increase your intervals upon his success, working up to a total of 5 minutes for your long down stay. Again, walks all the way around and behind. Good boy. So although you're going to be incorporating all of your commands into your everyday activities and schedule, you also should be sure to set aside about 10 to 15 minutes every day to work him through his commands in a formal obedience training session such as this video here. It's great practice for the both of you, learning to work him through his commands, and it will help greatly with the transition back into the house with understanding his new rules. And I'll demonstrate that down for you again. Open flat, down towards the ground, command to down. Don't forget to give that stay command before you walk out to the end of your leash. I'll give him a moment to hold it, and then they'll demonstrate the come command from the down position for you this time. Shadow gets up, comes on in. Around the back. Good boy. Paul and Shadow have one last command to demonstrate for you. And that command is the second of our down commands, which is the down from a distance. We'll give them a moment to heal into position for that. And how they're going to set up for this is they're going to leave them in a sit-stay. Walk out to the end of the leash. And from the end of the leash, you use your right hand to give him the down command. And he should drop into a down directly where he's seated. Good boy. So we've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Shadow has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Shadow. We thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.